Hey, today we're going to be doing a reading on Suga of BTS. You asked for it, and here it is. Hey, everybody, it's me, Dee. Oh, welcome to my channel. How are you all doing today, my friends? It is like really early. It's like 6:30 in the morning, and I've been up for over 3 hours already. So I figured, hey, I might as well do a video, right? Can't sleep. Okay, please remember if you're new to this channel, if you haven't already, could you please subscribe? I really would appreciate it. It would mean so much. And if you could also hit the like button, hit the notification bell so you know when my videos are coming out. You can also check on the community tab because I do post polls and updates of what's going to be happening on the channel. Yes, so we've been going over the different members of BTS, a band that I do like a lot. And these young men are just really talented. And today we are in the series on Suga, Min Yoon-gi. Americans have the G sound more like a G, and I realize in Korea it's more of a K sound. I've heard the names pronounced so many different ways on the internet. I'm trying. I really want to be respectful. Anyway, what we know about him, he was born March 9th of 1993. I'm sitting here going, wow. I was in college then. Yes. So first part that we do is that you guys do like is I go in and I'm going to cover his birth chart and see where the stars, the planets all were, and how it aligns, and you kind of get enough feel of his personality through the birth chart. And then I will do a tarot reading and a psychic medium reading. Now, if you just want to skip right to the tarot psychic reading, go for it. I do have the chapter links down below. Get to where you want to go. If you want to hear a little bit more about the birth chart, hey, stick around with me. Welcome back. This is Suga. Suga. I am Shuka is what I believe I was hearing. He's a cutie. He really is. My son and I think he's probably the cutest in the group. You know, a little bias here, but I know y'all have your favorites, and it's great. We all do. Anyway, let's look at his life and his birth chart. I'll give you a quickie peek at it here. So this is the chart that I'm going by. I have been trying to figure out the rising sign, and that's becoming more difficult because I couldn't really figure out his exact time of birth, and that's what you need for the rising sign. Okay, now let's see here. His sun is Pisces. This makes him someone, you find someone like who's a Pisces, they're very compassionate, they're sentimental, they're also extremely artistic, and they're just loving people. Now, some of the things that aren't negative traits, they introverted to the point where they prefer to be isolated. They can be overly emotional and lethargic, and because of this sensitive to emotions and overly emotional, they're very sensitive. And in Pisces, not only is the sun there, but Mercury is also there. Mercury is about our communication, so he can come across with some pretty strong opinions, but he can be tactful and flexible, very intelligent. He can be very expressive and independent, which is part of that isolating. He likes, he's very determined, hardworking. He can be observant, energetic, but sometimes a little bit of spontaneity comes in, and he's just like, I think I'll go do this. Negatively with the communication, he can be kind of moody, I have a bit of an ego there. I have a hard time taking criticism, but I think he's grown and learned to just, okay, I gotta learn. I'm young. I don't think it's too hard. I think he might be too critical of himself when it comes to it and not as rebellious. Now, his moon sign is a Virgo. And things about Virgos, within the moon area, he's got a very good memory. Now, I did talk about possibly with Mercury being a little egotistical. This is where it balances out with the moon sign being in Virgo. He can be very humble and very calm. He can be reserved, very devoted. When he's someone who's very loyal and devoted to people, devoted to army, devoted to his music, devoted to BTS. He's gentle. He can also, he's very, as one point where a Pisces, the sun, is overly emotional. With the Virgo and moon, he can control a lot of those emotions. So that's where he gets this being reserved often and almost like distant. He can come in and out of the shell, so to speak, kind of like me. He can get annoyed easily. He worries a lot. And because of his being somewhat sensitive to people, he's shy. Now Venus, which is where our relationships, the house with our relationships, it's Aries. It's an Aries, which is a very fiery sign. And so this is where he comes across charming, likes to please, very sincere. He's romantic, easygoing, spontaneous. Again, that spontaneity in there. And that whole direct to the point he can be. So he can be a little impulsive. While he's shy, he's also a little arrogant, kind of clingy sometimes. Now, when we go look at Mars, and Mars, also god of war, but Cancer's in there, and Cancer's a water sign. And what this does is he comes very strong, dynamic, bold, but there's a lot of enthusiasm, but he's also can be fair. He likes these balances, fairness. Now, when it comes to dealing with arguments, he can be a little passive aggressive. With the spontaneity, a little impulsive, kind of easy to get into arguments, that kind of thing. Now we move into Jupiter, which is in Libra. And so once again, we're dealing with someone bringing out the charm, generous, adventurous, very fair and just. Can still be very impulsive. We're seeing these trends. You see how everything, how he's coming together here. Now, Saturn is in Aquarius, and this makes someone very studious, very patient, very hardworking. They take things seriously. They're thoughtful. They reflect a lot on things, and they have a hard time dealing with disappointment. Sometimes they have like a one-track mind. They got something set, and they just kind of have blinders on and just see this tunnel. It's like, here it is. This is what it is. Now Uranus, that is in Capricorn. So this makes this for him, the kind of traits you'll see there is powerful. Very much of an individual. We're talking about that independence that I mentioned earlier. Self-integrity is very important. Creativity and being progressive. Fighting for what's right. Doing what's just. But he can be frivolous and a little, chaotic sometimes. Neptune is in Capricorn, so we're still dealing with this imagination, the creativity, daydreaming, dreamer, inspired, very sensitive and artistic, compassionate, romantic, easygoing. But at the same time, he's not very confident always about himself, and he can get into some troublesome relationships in life where he is being mistreated, and he needs to grow from that and realize, he to be treated better in his relationships. Pluto, which is a Scorpio, very passionate, ambitious, intent, observant, fighting for what's just, can be critical, a little crafty, sneaky, mischievous. And so you could kind of see a lot of the same traits piling up in the different, in his birth chart. And you see with some of his creativity, like he just did the collab with Psy. Some of you might have seen, that I like it. That I that song is great. It's like gets stuck in my head, let me tell you. But Psy's comeback, Suga didn't just produce it, but he also made an appearance, which is very, very rare. He doesn't normally do that. Kind of keeps to himself. Doesn't want to be out there when he's working with someone else on someone else's stuff. But he did this for Psy, and it's great. The video is great. I watched the behind the scenes, and it was fun. It was really a lot of fun seeing the interaction between the two men and the dancers. So that's kind of the birth chart. Now, some of y'all stick around because, hey, we're going to get into that reading. Hey, welcome back. We're going to get into the tarot reading now. Please remember that this is done for entertainment and everything here is alleged. Thank you. If you do like what I'm doing and appreciate these readings, I do ask if you feel like it. I do have my Amazon wish link down below, and I also have ways you can tip me by using Venmo or Cash App as examples. Also, I do want to just throw in this one little thing. I have written a novel and it's just finished, and you can find it on tap. I've already started on book 2, which I'm excited. Okay, so Suga. Let's take a look at the cards and see. They're for you. Yes, I have a headset on because I do listen to music. It helps keep my mind focused and not be distracted by things going around me. Here we are. Okay, let's see here. Just kind of feeling something that's a little huh. Let's see what the cards say. Okay. Here's the High Priestess, and she's reversed. I'm not very surprised to see that like that. Kind of have that feeling. Let's see what other cards are gonna pull up here, but I'm thinking there's like something being held back. I need more info. What I'm seeing is just there's secrets. He's hiding stuff. That's normal. If someone is private and an introvert, they don't tell you all about their life. They would rather keep it personal. He's also feeling a creative block. Oh. I think he's feeling disconnected, and it might be he's worried about his solo work. Huh. Let's see here. Let's see what cards we get here. see here. Oh, some cards. Okay, so here we have the Four of Swords. Okay. Uh-huh. That's a lot to do with wanting, needing to rest, take time, spell. And with this, I could see he's going on like a kind of fixate on a spiritual kind of journey. I think it's going to be reflected somewhat in his music. Maybe for someone else he's making it for, or it could be through his own. I'm not sure exactly, but I feel a spiritual, kind of taking in things, looking back, a lot of nostalgic looking back, and wanting to be prepared and not come across, instead of jumping into something right away, it's like, oh, I gotta stop, I gotta slow down, I need to focus. Okay. And then I had the Sun here in reversed, and then the Nine of Swords in reverse. See, I keep seeing all this stuff about what is something about being let down, and then the Seven of Swords reversed, which is underneath the High Priestess reversed. And for me, I kind of, this is being reversed. It's right under here. This is keeping secrets, and the High Priestess reverse is about secrets. I don't know what this is. See, I knew there was something a little. Huh. Okay, so now we have the Four of Coins, Pentacles, and it's underneath the. Is this also? It's underneath the Four of Swords. So there's four is represented here a lot, and this was about meditation, rest, slowing down. And with the Pentacles, this is about learning to save money, don't be so frivolous, have more self-control, build up security. Where has he been spending his money? He's been giving it. Okay. The Six of Pentacles reversed, which is over the Sun that's reversed. That dealing with some kind of money, a feeling of indebtedness because of what others have done. This also is about being overworked. He's overworked so much, and I think it's because he's been afraid to be without money. He needs to take care of himself. And where the meditation, where I'm seeing taking time, spiritual, he needs to learn how to spiritually recharge himself, to better care of himself. It's like he's worked so much. And yeah. Okay. The Chariot. And it's right side up. The Chariot could also mean, you got a trip, travel. I don't. But it's also about being very determined, being victorious, successful, having control, learning self control, being. And it's over all this secrety stuff, which is like. Hmm. I need more cards for sure. What is this secret about? Okay. Okay, now this is the Eight of Wands, and usually this is dealing with stuff coming in fast, being impulsive, but this is reversed. And so I'm like, okay, it's reversed. So this means he's he's very anxious about slowing down. If I slow down, then am I going to get forgotten? Am I going to lose my drive, my creativity? Is it going to go away if I slow down? There's like this feeling of I have to keep going, and slow down, slow down. Okay, and the Two of Pentacles. This is underneath all the sun. I am. There's, you know what? I'm seeing this more and more. I. Here, the guy's juggling the coins, as you can see, and it's learning the balance, priorities, finding what's more of a priority, learning time management. I think part of the reason why he's always rushing to do stuff is he hasn't managed time to get things done. He doesn't manage time to take care of himself. Yeah. So that's kind of what's going on with career. Let's see if I can find anything about friendships, relationships. I don't know. I'm gonna try something here. I feel like I need to shuffle this more. Yeah, I just. Okay. I think this, what I'm feeling the secret is it's another collab. When I saw the Two Pentacles, I also saw this. It's like another collab with someone. And it's going to be a surprise. He's having a hard time keeping quiet about it because he's so excited. Let's see here. Has he been? The Ten of Wands is reversed, and normally you could see the card right side up. The girl, she's holding all the wands. She's burdened down, but it's reversed, which I was telling you about working with others. He doesn't like to delegate. He's having a hard time allowing others step in and to, you take care of this. He's very overwhelmed, very stressed. This hiatus is painful, but at the same time, it's much needed. Because he's burnt. He's burnt the fuck out. And the Ten of Pentacles reversed, there's somebody is doing. Oh, I get this now. Whew, whew. Okay, this is all alleged. Somebody's blackmailing him and taking his money. And the next card was the Four of Wands. Something to do with home. His home life. There is something. Maybe it's someone from there blackmailing him. I feel like he's indebted to family. I keep hearing indebted to family. Indebted to family. Indebted to family. The Empress reversed. Oh gosh. The Empress reversed is somebody who this is not a very nurturing person. Somebody who wants him to feel guilty for something that he did, but he didn't do anything wrong. It's nothing bad. That's the thing. It's more like, I don't know. This is really weird. Maybe some of you watching can comment and kind of cue me in what's going on here, because like the Ace, it's like putting a stop to his career, wanting to take away, and it's stressing him out. He has a creative block. He doesn't know where to go. He's losing his sleep over this. He's afraid of missing opportunities to work with others. And the High Priestess is reversed, and that's over the family. That's something with the home life. There is something secret happened to him. I think he was actually a victim, but he's being blackmailed. And he's so scared. He doesn't know where to go. He doesn't know how to actually trust anyone, because the people who he should have grown up trusting are betraying him. Not everybody. I'm not saying his whole family. There's a rotten apple in there. I think that's why he's having to focus on spirituality and healing. Here's the Eight of Cups. You see this person? They're just like praying out, calling out for help. having to walk away, leaving stuff behind, going off on their own. Um, I know the breakup with BTS has been hard. I think losing the Grammys was kind of soul shattering. It was like I was so optimistic, so hopeful, and that didn't happen. This didn't happen. But if this comes out, it's going to make things worse. And he kind of wants to like hide in a like a tortoise shell, kind of go in there. Hey. Um. And here's the Ace of Swords, and it's reversed. And it's over these cards here, the Ace of Coins and the Ten of Coins. So we're gonna, with the Ace of Swords in it, he's rethinking things. He's trying to say if he should put a stop to blackmailing, if he can get help. He's worried of disappointing Army and his other family and friends and people, letting down BTS. Oh boy. And we got the Sun reversed again, folks. With the High Priestess of Secrets. Secrets over the family home, the card of the home. You see? There is something there, and I just really hope the best for him. I'm going to pull out my Lenormand deck, and I'm going to use this version. Because, these are my haunted house cards. I don't need to use. I usually use that for true crime. I just don't think those are the appropriate mood for what we're going for right now, right? I figured you'd agree, right? Okay. Here is the deck. So okay. I've mentioned this before. This is another divination, a tarot deck. It was used a lot in the Victorian days. It does use some of like a traditional deck of cards with aces and eights, with the spades and clubs and diamonds and hearts kind of thing. So, and you read these cards a little differently. They do have a set where you have to look at how the cards are positioned in order to get a full story. A little bit, it's like putting words together and building a cool sentence. Okay, so the first card I have here. This is the Jack of Diamonds, which is also the 10 card, and you see the scythe. That and then 37, which is time. Now this gets me kind of wigged out, okay? And because you see all these little clocks, little houses. This card here usually means something's ending fast, and time next to it. I'm like, well, that is. I think he doesn't realize he does have more time. We'll know for sure with this third card. Okay, so we have the Jack of Clove, and it is the Whip. It's card number 11. Now, I keep telling you that there's somebody out there who's trying to hurt him, abuse him. He's been in some kind of an abusive relationship. I'm really allegedly, I don't know if you I mean, I'm so sorry, but I'm kind of seeing that that's kind of what's tied up here. Wanting to get free. I think the situation is going to be coming to an end soon for him. Um, so here's the King of Spades, which is card 30, which is the lilies. And with that over this end, that's like, I kind of like seeing this because the lilies, they, it kind of, I see something here. Something is going on with with family, ending time and abuse. And being punished. But I think it's the victim who's being punished. And one thing I learned: don't punish yourself for what others have done to you. I learned that during a very dark time in my life. I think that's some words of wisdom a lot of people need to hear, and I think Shuka needs to hear that too. Okay, so we have 12 with the birds, which is over time. Which is also the 7 of diamonds. I think 7 is a prominent number for him. I'm just kind of getting this feeling. But when okay. Over time, gossip, a phone call, it could be a couple, but when I see 17 and I have the storks, which is Queen of Hearts, and it's over this abuse. It's getting a new home, getting a new fresh start, getting free from getting a new family, basically. Kind of like he's learning, he's been so focused on work, he hasn't had to deal with what's happened in the past and some of the stuff that he's hiding because he feels ashamed for what's happened to him. You don't need to be ashamed. The manipulator wants to shame you and keep you silent. That's something to me. And this is the 9 of diamonds, and yeah, that is a sarcophagus we see there. Yeah. And this is the natural ending. And it's right under this whole crazy family vibe. There's a natural, things are coming to a natural end, so a new fresh start can begin. It's not, he is overthinking about what these people are going to do. He needs to realize that he has more power. He has the power because these blackmailers are going to not want to reveal what's going on. They have him thinking they will because it looks bad for them. 24. This is the Jack of Hearts, and we're dealing with, as you could see, 2 little lovey-dovey swans, and there's gossip about a relationship. There is. That's the boom. You got it. There is gossip about a relationship. I think this has to do with that new family, the new beginnings for him. I'm seeing that there is something really beautiful happening. Here's 4 of the home, the King of Hearts. over the two storks. I see him starting his own, he wants to start his own family. He wants a happy family life. Um, he wants to have a safe environment to thrive, love, grow, and have a family. I kind of see, he's kind of got his mind all over the place. um, Let me see if I can focus on anything else here, folks. I see a child reflecting on childhood traumas, wanting to bring a child into the world who will be loved, feel connected, family. He's so lonely. Through this pain, it's gonna, like, this healing creativity is gonna blossom, and it's gonna be very relatable to people. And he's going to learn how to use his voice. He's going to gain his voice back and being able to speak up about things. It's like, I really am an adult now. I'm not that child anymore. And stopping the hiatus is making him, he's distracted so long by training, by work, all these pressures of everything else, and now it's stopped and he's stuck in his thoughts. But it just takes this time for spirituality and growth and meditation. I really believe in him. I do. I think he's gonna do well. He just got, like so many of us, we have healing that needs to go in our life. This hiatus is a blessing for these members, all these young men. I just keep seeing how it's going to help them with their own growth and claiming their lives and being able to share their lives with all of us again. Well, I hope you enjoyed that reading. Please remember, I do have my wish list down below and ways if you want a tip. Like this video. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. I have so many new subscribers. I love you all. I appreciate each and every one of you in your comments. I really do. Thank you so much. I love you guys. And remember, be kind to yourself and be kind to others. I love you. Bye.